Ooh. Breitbart is reporting that an accidental blast at bomb-making class killed 30 Taliban fighters. Ooh, let's see. Nope, it was not at the University of California. It was in Afghanistan, for now. Yeah, the disrespect of Rush Limbaugh was inevitable. Here's one of CNN's finest saying that the Rush Limbaugh legacy will always be one of division. Well, actually, CNN, you just got one right. Rush Limbaugh stood for truth and decency, and that will always divide honest, decent Americans from CNN and their kind of viewers. You know, there isn't supposed to be unity between good and evil. That is a command from God himself in Ephesians 5:11, where it says, "Have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but instead, rather expose them." You know, that's one of the reasons why I do these Coffee with Bill sessions. 2021, the year of childish asininity. House Democrats are introducing H.R. 484 to ban twice impeached presidents from being buried at Arlington National Cemetery or having their name or their achievements acknowledged in any way. The bill is called the No Glory for Hate Act. What it really is the We Hate All Glory Act. Clearly, this is designed as a continuation of the savage mistreatment of the most patriotic, America-loving, people-loving, non-racist presidents in American history, Donald Trump. And I pray that the hammer of justice will land on these people someday soon. I have fought against bullies all my life, and today the United States Congress is home to the most dishonest, lying, black-hearted, hell-bound bullies in America. I see the fake racism epidemic is still going strong. Here's some skinny little blonde Hollywood actress, and they all look alike to me, apologizing to the mob because years ago she was photographed wearing a jacket that had a Confederate flag patch on it. Well, here's a Wild Bill bullet of truth for America. The knuckleheads who make up today's mob are so poorly educated that they had no idea what the Confederate flag even was. None of them were offended until they were told by the fake racism knob to be offended for political purposes, to pretend to be enraged as a weapon with which to tear down American history. And that is why the easily manipulated tore down the statues, tore down the 10 Commandments. The cancel culture are evil people. America needs to stop submitting to them. And the massive power outage is big news. Gina Marie Williams is in Houston. She says, "Holy cow, in-home ceiling fan with icicles hanging from it." Well, hang in there, Gina. That's how the pioneers used to live all winter long. You can do this. And if the green energy mob gets their way, blackouts will be a way of life for all of us. Now, my question is, how much of this disastrous power outage is because some people's foolishness to green energy? When did the earth stop manufacturing oil? Answer, never. As long as plants and animals continue to die, the earth will keep making oil faster than we could ever use it up. It is by far the best fuel to run modern civilization. Let's stick to what works. Until, of course, they develop the warp engines, and get out of my way. Wow. Donald Trump's popularity is soaring higher than ever. Politico, and they are not conservatives, did a poll and has Trump's positive marks at 81%. And I saw a few days ago somewhere where Mitch McConnell's numbers were -15. I had dinner a couple weeks ago with a retired military friend who said that there is a fair chance that Trump might announce the forming of a new political party, the 1776 Party. And if that happens, 70 million Americans would join it overnight. And that would probably be the end of the Republican Party. and they richly deserve to be taken down by the man America elected and they betrayed. The totalitarian mob, the meanest bullies in America, fired 2 Hollywood stars recently. One is Gina Carano from The Mandalorian, fired because she dared to post truth about voter fraud and the ridiculous mask mandates. The other is some guy named Chris Harrison, fired from The Bachelor, for saying that one of the contestants should be given a little grace after attending a sorority party years ago that had an antebellum theme. She apparently wore a Scarlett O'Hara-style dress. How asinine can the mob get? Well, after Harrison did the right thing, the manly thing, by speaking up in defense of the poor girl, they fired him. And he immediately began groveling and kissing the mob hiney, begging for forgiveness for his, get this, hurtful words. What a girly man. Gina Carano, however, handled it properly. She essentially gave Disney the finger and immediately signed a new movie contract with a better company. That is how you deal with the mob. They are nothing but vicious bullies, and the only way to stop bullies is to stand up to them. Thank you, Gina Carano. Mr. Harrison, go curl up in a corner somewhere and suck your thumb. Eric Swalwell, the Pugsley of California Democrats, is calling for a new Department of Justice task force to combat white nationalism. White nationalism. Now, according to people like Swalwell, is men and women who love God and country. Swalwell specifically mentioned Oath Keepers as a problem group. Oath Keepers is a national organization that encourages law enforcement and military to uphold their oath to the Constitution and to refuse orders to abuse and mistreat American citizens. Yes, the Democrats want to criminalize such things as police officers who refuse to obey unconstitutional orders. Keep kicking the bear, Democrats. Just keep kicking the bear. Joe Biden, the man who thinks he's president, says Border Patrol may no longer use the term illegal alien. Good. Let's call them what they are. Criminal trespassers, welfare parasites, and if you really want to insult them, call them Democrat voters. You know, believe it or not, the USA has a perfectly workable immigration policy and offices where anyone who wants to become a citizen may apply. But the Democrat Party doesn't want legal immigration because people who obey the law tend to be people who love the USA and rarely vote Democrat. Criminals, however, overwhelmingly vote Democrat. And now you know why we have a problem at the border. Well, look at this. Finally, someone stood up against black racism in sports. Bluefield College in Virginia suspended the whole basketball team after they took a knee during the national anthem. They were warned not to, but they did it anyway and were shocked to find themselves suspended, and as a result, they forfeited the game. Black racism and its malicious disrespect for America is a serious threat to this nation. The black citizens of the USA owe this nation a debt of gratitude for the tremendous benefits and opportunities that have been lavished upon them for the last 50 years. Black Lives Matters, known in some circles as the new KKK, was formed to assassinate American law enforcement officers. They, along with the Antifa brown shirts, burned, looted, and murdered their way across America in 2020. And the Democrat Party cheered for them. Fighting black racism needs to become a top priority all across the USA. If they are not shut down, they will continue to spill blood, burn cities, and destroy lives. Excuse me. Once again, and in the Bible, Psalm number 1 says, "Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked." And by extension, blessed is the nation that walks not in the counsel of the wicked. We need to turn away from this national wickedness and get back to being a nation under God. This is Wild Bill for America. Thank you for watching, and America bless God again.